it's a good background. Good choice. Okay. Okay. Is the recording started, Simon?
Yes,
I can't
yes.
see. Okay, Hamza, this is where I am. Okay, everybody, today I'm going to talk about Istidraj, and it's by me, obviously. So before I start, I'm just going to say the sources I used. So this presentation was made possible with the help of Google Slides, Tim Hortons, Figmade Easy Books, and SlidesGo. So we're going to talk about what I'm going to go through today. There's going to be a prize. So that's what I'm super excited to tell you guys about. So listen up, and then we're going to talk about what is Istidraj, some real life examples, and some more info, and we'll do the little prize thing. So let me talk about the prize. So I'm going to give a free Tim Hortons donut or cookie. It's like a coupon that I'll email to you guys. And since siblings are all here, if one of your siblings gets the answer to the question right, I'll send 2 donuts or cookie coupons. So you guys each can get one, inshallah. If nobody can answer the question right, then Simon T will get them, okay? So I'm going to give you a hint now for the question. You're going to have to remember the day we learned this, the day we learned this, okay? That's the hint I'm going to give you right now. And now let's talk about it. Okay, so what is it? What is Istidraj? So it is basically magic. Magic is a major sin in Islam, people, so stay away from it. And disbelievers do these acts, or sinful people do these acts. And I guess you're wondering, why would Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let people do these bad, sinful acts? Well, as we know, this life is a test from Allah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows some people to do magic to test us. And this magic can be done with the help of the shayateen. Okay, so now let's talk about some more info. So differences. Something that you can confuse Istidraj with is karamat, and karamat is performed by pious believers, so that's the biggest difference, while Istidraj is performed by disbelievers. So karamat is something good, like when Maryam radiallahu anha was sitting in her prayer area and food appeared for her. So that is an example of karamat. And then istidraj, in the middle column, we can see the examples. So some examples in our nowadays times is tarot card readings, palm readings, fortune tellers, or future predictions, and there's a couple more. So stay away from those guys. And then in the last column, please be careful. Magic is a major sin, so be careful and avoid it, and or seek forgiveness from Allah to get away from it, because it can be very damaging. And yeah, so now we're gonna go to the prize question. It's a pretty short presentation, but I'm going to ask you guys the question, and I'm going to exit the full screen. So I'm going to ask you guys a question, and you have to raise your hand. The first person to raise their hand, I will ask them the question first, and they'll get to answer, and then I'll go in order of everybody else who raised their hand. Okay? So your question is, give me one example of istidraj from the book that we discussed. Okay, Kamal is first. There's 3 different answers. Okay, Kamal and then Rania. Okay, Kamal, you can go.
That's magic. That's not like that non-believers do.
Okay, give me an example that we learned from the book. We discussed it in class.
Like, I don't know if this counts, but it was in the Kalamat one, where one of the prophets.
It might be. Say it.
Where one of the prophets, I forget which one, made a stick into a snake, and then other people came and did magic and made their stick into a snake.
Okay, Kamal's answer's in. Rania, you're next, and then Nabiha Noor. Rania.
Like nowadays,
sorry?
People, a thing of Istidraj, like nowadays, lots of people do fortune tellings at say at a fair.
Okay, good. But something I need an example from the book that we discussed in class. It's okay. I can come back after Nabiha Noor. Okay, Nabiha Noor.
So I'm pretty sure one example we learned was that the magicians of Pharaoh are going to be able to turn their staffs and ropes into snakes.
Mm-hmm. And Rania, do you want to say one, or you're good?
I don't really remember.
That's okay. Okay, so the answers Nabi Noor, do you have something else?
Noor just wants to add one. Isn't it also like
Yeah.
the wife of like Abdul bin Masud, like Lissom suffered like from an eye ailment or something, and she like
Mhm.
like somebody.
Okay. Thank you, Nabiha Noor. I'm going to now go to the answers. So the three examples were Dajjal and commanding the skies to pour forth rain, the earth to pour vegetation at a time of drought and scarcity of food. The second one is the one that Noor was just saying. Good job, Noor. And it was about the eye element. And the wife of this Sahaba, radiallahu an, went to this Jew who like blew on her eye. It wasn't good. And then the last one were the magicians of Pharaoh, who turned their staffs into ropes and snakes. So the first person who said that was Kamal. So the prize is the donuts are going to Kamal and Shamal. So good job, guys.
Oh, I
I
didn't
will
think that would
even
count. Okay.
no, it counts because you said the right answer. Yeah, so you guys get the donuts. Don't be discouraged, everybody else. Inshallah, for the Ramadan presentation, I'm going to be doing this again. So you guys will still have a chance to get a donut or a cookie. So just pay attention in class, guys. And inshallah, you'll get it. But anyways, Kamal, can you send your email in the chat? And you too, Shamal. You guys both get a donut.
I don't think I can
Yeah.
send you anything.
You can direct message.
Oh, yeah, you can direct. Okay.
I can
Jazakallah,
only do it to
guys.
Samanti, so I'll send it to her and she can send it to you.
Okay. Okay, anyways, Jazakallah, that's the presentation.
Mujizaat, miracles. What is a mujizaat and why is it performed? Mujizaat are miracles performed by the Anbiya. They are performed to convince people of the truthfulness of prophethood. Mujizaat can only be performed with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is also something that a normal person can't do. A miraculous act is only called mujizaat if it is performed by a Nabi. It displays the power of Allah shown at the hands of the Anbiya. Table of contents. First, we'll learn about Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, then Nabi Musa Alaihi Wasallam, third, Nabi Isa Alaihi Wasallam, and lastly, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. A group of people asked Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam to prove he was a prophet by causing a she-camel to emerge from the rocky mountain. The Nabi performed this miracle with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He told the people not to kill the camel. However, the people did not listen to his warnings and ended up killing the camel. Because of their ignorance, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them a very hard punishment. Nabi Musa alayhi salam. Nabi Musa alayhi salam. Nabi Musa alayhi salam's mujizaat was that his hand turned shiny white whenever he put it under his armpit. Another miracle the Prophet had is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Nabi Musa to throw his staff on the ground, it turned into a serpent. Soon Nabi Musa alayhi salam went to Pharaoh to preach the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Pharaoh did not believe Nabi Musa alayhi salam, so he tried to upstage the Prophet by inviting the best magicians in the land and lining them up to face Nabi Musa alayhi salam. Altogether, all the magicians and the Prophet threw their sticks. All the magicians' snakes were small, but the Nabi's was bigger and stronger. His serpent ate all the other magicians' serpents. The magicians automatically bowed down to the Nabi, noticing that this was no magic, it was a miracle. Nabi Isa alayhi salam. Nabi Isa alayhi salam's mujizaat was that he could blow life into birds made of clay. Not only this, but he could cure leprosy and give sight to the blind. This allowed him to be able to help many people with his mujizaat. making him very useful to the people around him. Not only this, but he could revive the dead. Nabi Muhammad, peace be upon him. Nabi Muhammad, peace be upon him, was able to split the moon into two just by pointing at it. He was even able to travel to Makkah, Masjid al-Aqsa, visited the seven heavens and beyond in less than one night. Once Nabi Muhammad, peace be upon him, was bought a container. As soon as he put his hand on it, water began flowing out from between his fingers, allowing more than 300 people to make wudu from it. Conclusion. These stories are all considered mujizaat, miracles, because these acts are beyond the natural abilities of humans and were performed by Nabi through the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakallah.